excuse me. Welcome back to Energy. I'm back with another banger. This is going to be the last filling bang of this year, 2025. Okay, so when I do these filling videos, I try to hit each sign individually. And of course, cross watchers, you're welcome. You can also watch any placement. You can change the faces around, what you're looking for. You can pull out different information. So this is definitely a video you're probably going to want to come back. Even if you catch it live, you're going to want to come back. So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know about other readings like this when I'm going live. But this is going to be one you're going to want to come back to when the timestamps are there and you are just trying to get clarity about a certain sign or about something that you feel like you're going through but you can't quite get the clues. Okay, so I'm going to take my time with this. I got time. So what I'm going to do though, I couldn't find my sign cards. I don't know why I integrated them into some other decks. I got to get organized. But this is going to, hopefully you'll be able to see. Not really. I wanted to put it so that you can kind of see what sign we're on. I don't know if that's going to work or not. Let's see. Is there anywhere I can put it that you may be able to see? I doubt it. No, that's all right. Maybe next time, but I'm still gonna put the card up there. Okay, because maybe you'll recognize your the imagery. But anyway, we're on Aries. Okay, so we're gonna start off with Aries energy, and we're going in order. But again, this may be a live that you want to come back to when it's all uploaded and the timestamps are available. I'm going to take my time and get what I can for you. So let's go ahead and get into it. This reading, we're starting with Aries. All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. I'm going to light my Palo Santo just so I can get aligned with what I'm doing. I've been woke for too long, which is why I'm like, I'm not organized yet, but I'm going in. I'm going to do this reading. I can't. My son's still asleep, so it ain't time to cook because I have a thing about reheating breakfast food. Even though I do that, I believe when you first cook breakfast food, it's meant to be eaten while it's hot. And if you want to come back for seconds or to finish off your leftovers, that's a different thing. But the smelling of it should be when you wake up, and the eating of it should be as soon as that shit leaves the fucking skillet or the pot. I like my food hot. I can't even lie. I like my food hot. I do not like cold food. Every so often. I prefer cooked veggies, but I do love a good salad. All right, y'all. Yeah, I think salads are just like a refresher when you're on the go. But cooked veggies are yummy, comforting, and you get the feeling that you're doing something you're supposed to. It's a cocktail. Okay, Aries, how are people feeling about you? So I'm gonna catch these feelings, but at the end, I'm also going to get how spirit is feeling overall. So when I say spirit, it's whoever you want it to be. It's whoever you want it to be, whoever you need it to be. It could be your spirit guide. It could be your higher self. It could be God. It could be your angels, your ancestors. It could just be a recent passed on loved one. It could be a soulmate, a friend, a family member, someone who's still here in the 3D but is not speaking. So you're looking for emotional clarity. So let that part just, leave it to your imagination or whoever you would like it to be from. Okay. All right, let's go. Aries. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. I want to start off raw before I said the ending will be kind of sweet. Depending on what your spirit guides have to say. Some of y'all gonna get y'all ass beat, but usually spirit is always a lot sweeter than what people's, that 3D level of energy, what it has to say is always usually a little more cutthroat than what spirit is saying. Okay. We got werewolf. Aries. Labyrinth in reverse. Oh. So, okay, yeah. Someone feels as if they giving you exactly what you needed, or they became the monster that you would need to see or believe in to unleash your beast. They almost feel like they predicted this. Like, I don't know if they're seeing you as a villain, or they think that you are seeing them as a villain, or you guys actualize as villains in each other's lives, but they feel like it was with intent and with purpose because it is unleashing this beast within you. I can't really tell if it's good or it's bad. I feel like it's getting you out of something, it's getting you through something, it's setting you free mentally, emotionally. It's like they can see the strings or the chains like being released off of you, but someone is carrying the burden or the responsibility for being the initiator of this freedom, this release that they're seeing in you. So I don't know if they're happy for what they've been able to accomplish or do, or if this person is like, oh my God, I think I did this to you, or like, I'm getting what I asked for, but that's not really what they wanted. Something like that. All right, let's see. What's the werewolf energy? Yeah, they also feel like you could be really nice or really kind, but you're a whole different type at night. So maybe they have encountered you or connected with you during different time periods in your life, okay? Who they see you as when you're really riding high and feeling good about life is a lot different than who you are when you're just kind of like riding the waves, keeping your head down, taking care of business. Like it's a very polarizing energy, and something is almost scary about how you conquer maybe the worst time periods. Yeah, okay, so this is unplanned. Unplanned. I don't feel like this person was prepared for how you encounter or handle or deal with like the worst time periods. They were not prepared for this version of you or this side of you. How do they feel about Aries? They feel like this is where you become the most, they feel like the best parts of you come alive during maybe the worst time periods of your life. That's what they're feeling. I think it's like they like the progression. They like who you've become. They like what fire, pressure, turmoil, heartache, pain, whatever. I'm sorry, I'm laughing, but it's like someone is marveling at who you are when you are probably at your worst. Like, you are probably sick of people or sick of them or tired of the shit. Like, maybe even like at your wit's end, you just fuck this shit. But who you become when you say fuck it is like this person. I don't know. It's not what they planned for. It's not what they saw happening. They could have even been moving from a negative space when they did, but when they wake up and see who you've become because of who they've been to you, I feel like they're enamored with it. They want to focus on it. They want to see more of it. So the way, I don't know, it's just people like who you are, and you could be going through not the best time period of life. I guess I would focus on that part. Yeah, we have the Chariot. That could be part of your life calling, actually. That's like your visionary, and you maintain your vision and focus no matter what. And probably during the worst periods of time in your life, or when you are going through some kind of pain, be it superficial, physical pain, or really deep and internal, emotional or mental pain, it doesn't matter. But it helps you to focus, and it helps you to like self-actualize as who you really want to be, but maybe for others to see too. So I'm not saying that you're not always this great human being, or you're not always this wonderful person, but it's typically a version of self that you often hide. And it's the rough time periods of life where you don't even feel like you need to keep it so close. It's like you protect the best side of you, or the best version of you. It's only for a select few. But when you don't feel like you're your best version of self, you don't care who sees. You don't care. You can, it's like you'll kick it with anybody. You'll be anywhere. But they love who you are when you come out and when you come around. And that's probably the time period that you don't really feel grounded. You don't really feel sure of things. I feel like you've been hiding what the world wants to see. You've been hiding, I don't know. Someone feels like the Chariot, you become a queen. You become a king. Like, your lights really come on in the thick of things, okay? In the darkness. It's not that you're not going through what other people are going through. It's just the way you do it, my God. They be like, well, who is that? So the time periods when you're really feeling yourself, that may be a time period where you may be too much for other people to handle, which is why you may get a lot of push against that, or it makes you want to dial back or tone it down, or you just don't even want to be around people who can't handle it. You don't want to be in situations and circumstances where you feel like your authenticity is going to be too much for people to accept, to believe, to let be. Okay, they want to critique it. They want to make it better. They want to tear it down. And it's just like, it's okay. I just don't even want to be around you if that's the case. But the times when you come out and you are connecting because you literally just kind of give up with, maybe it's trying to harness a certain dynamic of perfection that you can't have, and it can happen consistently, and you can even have it around other people, but it will make a different beast out of you. So I don't know if that's what you're coming into, because once you begin to be okay with the you that you are, that you keep hidden, because it's more peaceful and you don't have to deal with people feeling some type of way about you, or thinking that you think you're better than them, or you're trying to shit on them or show off or whatever. When you actually start to self-actualize as that person outside with people who could feel any type of way, and you literally don't care, you just keep going, that's actually, like, that's your royalty. That's truly when you have your crown. But you may feel more comfortable when you don't care about a crown. And that is when you are more likable. But I'm getting that you could be moving into a space where you don't give a fuck. No crown, you gonna show up, you're gonna show out, you're gonna be free. And that is a new beast that I don't think a lot of people were prepared for, or are prepared for it, and then it feels like someone feels like they unleashed this beast, they created this beast. Okay, and it's even you got people still watching because they don't know where this leads to. Yeah, but they definitely know that it's going to lead to a lot different than how it used to be. So this new beast that you are becoming could be a lot more emotionally detached. Doesn't mean that you're cold, but your attachment style is very different, which means that people cannot easily attach themselves to you. You aren't carrying the emotions, the burdens, the worries, the cares of the world. You are really setting yourself free. Even in this, it feels as if you're setting yourself free from your worries, from your cares, from your insecurities, from your emotional baggage or bondage. So you're definitely not picking up anybody else's. That's like a consensus about you. So I think that you've had this evolution, or you have shown this before, which is why it's in focus so much right now. Like, people could still be talking about the last time that you showed up like this. So that energy has been perpetuating for a very long time, but it's yours. Like, it was almost as if the world was calling you forward. Okay, you're meant to be seen. You're meant to be seen. You're meant to be seen. And I feel like you're meant to be served with the Chariot energy. So if you're meant to be served, it means you are a person that is of service. If you're meant to be seen, it's because you shed a light. You shed a light that people want to see. You shed a light that people are asking for. And you may be, someone could feel like they unleashed this beast, where you pretty much was like, I'm not showing up for anybody. I'm going to show up for myself. I'm done with showing up for other people. And it's like, nope. They thought that was the last roar, but it's not. It's not. Because that's what I'm getting from you, is that you're showing up for anything and everything that you want to. And that could mean that you show up for other people, but it's with emotional detachment. So even if you're showing up for other people, it's not to please them. It's intimidating. It's intimidating. Man, also, I don't know if you talk a lot, if you have a platform, if you post a lot of information or something like that about yourself, but you got people like anxious, stressed, hesitant. The complexity and the polarization of you're a beast that's unseen. So they don't really know how to handle this you that you have evolved into, this wholeness that you are feeling and being. It's like a lot of information at one time, or it's a lot to see. Okay, and you have some people that are, I don't know if they losing their mind, or it just says mental turmoil. So yeah, you're throwing off their equilibrium. They feel imbalanced and kind of just not knowing what to do. Not knowing what to do. They're like vacillating between not doing anything and doing everything, like doing the most. They don't like, what should they do? Should they do the most, or should they really just fall back and not do anything? This could be people who are used to using strategy, and it's hard to strategize somebody that you really don't know what to expect of. Like, you don't know how that strategy is going to play out. So people who may have been able to anticipate, what their moves, how it would affect you, they don't really know anymore. So the strategy doesn't work on you well. And so you are causing imbalance for others because they're trying to strategize something that cannot be strategized. And that's you. And I'm telling you, it is somebody here. Okay, I need to know. I'm nosy. Because this person, I cannot tell if they're in turmoil. They feel like they are the reason for this beast that you have become, where you are not easily manipulated, or they can't even predict you. But this could be someone who thrives off the predictability of the people that they connect with or talk to. you know, or walk into. So they like, oh my God, like I think I did this, but I don't know how to deal with it. But I don't know if they're feeling good about it, because it feels like it's a vision of theirs, like they knew it and now they're seeing it. And I don't know if they're like, oh, they're sick. They're sick about it. It's the High Priestess in reverse. They're sick about it. This person was not good to you. They were not good to you on purpose. They were not good to you on purpose. This person like intentionally tried to cause turmoil for you. They have a tormented soul. So this is someone who tried to torment you. They could feel that your very presence, like I said, you could be the person that you would pop out, but people couldn't handle it when you were your full self. So you was like, okay, it's cool, but y'all not going to disturb my peace. I'll just keep it to myself. I'll keep all my goodies and all my goodness to myself. Fuck you. Okay. But that in itself still tormented this person. Now, at first, I think it's what they were asking for. Would you just turn your lights down? Would you just go away? Would you just shut up? You know, okay, we see you. Okay, yes, you're this, you're that. It's somebody who ridiculed you or tormented you for your authenticity. Actually, for the light that people want to see, the light that you keep feeling called, not that you necessarily want to show. You could have just been raised differently. Like, you know, I don't know. It's just, that's for the people you trust. That's for your small group of people. You don't just really be out there like that. Or you just learn that when you get a bad reaction, you just don't do that there anymore. You know, they can't handle it. So you tend to cater to other people. So whoever this person is, though, I feel like you hiding who you were or you going away, it made them feel good. But then at some point, it turned on them. It's like your silence and your absence then became louder than your presence. So now people are thinking about you and talking about you and craving you or wanting you, you know, around or wanting to see you. And it was like they thought they had gotten rid of you. They thought that this would be better. So then they tried to bring you back in. Yeah, it says secrets. Lack of trust, out of touch. So this person thought that actually there was something that this person, when I'm telling you, they've been trying to go back and forth with you, trying to get the upper hand in something that they can't even see. So this person saw a vision of you. This is something they tried to undo, and that backfired. Then they saw another vision of you and tried to self-actualize you as that vision, and that backfired. Whoever this person is, they're not getting the clarity that they feel like you do. You have clarity of them. They feel like you are strategizing them. They feel like you are outmaneuvering them. This labyrinth here could be some kind of mental construct or like a mental entrapment that this person tried to, you know, get you into. They thought they could anticipate you. And if they can anticipate you, it means that you're controllable. So you would not be a threat. But now you are not controllable. You can't be controlled. This person was accepting surface knowledge. They feel immature. And they believe that they turned you into the beast that you are. Like, you're even better than you were originally. And I think this is someone who their intention was to silence you or to make you look a lot less appealing. Okay. So they're sick because and they may not have anything to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Honestly, look at the cards when I'm splitting the day. It's the Six of Wands and the Nine of Cups. You are destined for success, victory, and you, like I said, your light is meant to be seen. So this person wasn't going to stop nothing. They could slow you down. They could give you opportunity to pace yourself, to relax, okay, to take care of yourself, to pour into yourself, to nurture your peace. But they were never going to stop your victory, ever. But something about your ability to dial back actually left room for people to desire and miss you. So you're getting even more praise, more reward, more acclaim. You're being seen, you're being craved more than you were originally. And this is going to lead like really well for you. So people see things, good things coming into your life. You also have a lot of people who have been kind of on your side the whole entire time, always wanting to see you, you know, not just because of what you could do for them, but because it's just nice to know that people like that exist. You have people who are really seeing the best in you. Praise, acclaim, your wishes coming true, that you deserve blessings, abundance, achievements, even material success. So I was saying, like, maybe you do too much, you post too much, but that's opinion, and that's for somebody here who is insecure. So you're not doing too much. As a matter of fact, you got people who feel like you're not doing too much. So if you listen to the people that say you're not doing too much, and you listen to the people that say you're not doing enough, you may get stuck and not do anything. So I would say, if this is you, definitely just listen to yourself. But there's all kind of feelings going around about you. You definitely touch a lot of hearts. You could be a keeper of hearts. If they give their heart to you once, like, they'll never get, like, you'll always have a part of it. That's period. That's just it. You definitely have a Leo here who feels that way. Your passion, your energy, your fearlessness, your bravery, your confidence. You could be like the hero in their life. Your energy is like the adventure. They could even kind of almost live vicariously through you, like your success, your lights, what you do. It fulfills them. It's their light being reflected to them. Okay, they could feel as if the life that you live, the path that you walk, the way that you walk, the way that you talk, the things that you do, it's a reflection that they want to see. It's what it makes them feel like they can relax because everything is all right in the world. Look at me. And not saying that you are them, but this person, like, I mean, they admire you in that way. So somebody loves you like they love themselves. You have people here who love you like they love themselves, and you could be rebellious even. You could not be doing what they want you to do. You could be ignoring them, you know, but it's a blessing. The sun, yeah. Happiness, you bring somebody a lot of happiness. They feel happy around you. Optimism, success, vitality, fun. You're a truth seeker, a truth speaker. You're fun, very mature but playful too. Somebody just loves your balance, just all around. You do have some who have like hit the ground in their connection with you, so they're feeling out in the cold. And those who feel cold, they just see you as arrogant. They feel like you're full of yourself. So those are likely the ones that want you to do less or be less. They feel like they want you to sacrifice your crown. They want you to sacrifice your self-respect. They want you to, you know, bring yourself down a little bit. They feel like you are not humble as them. But I don't, whoever this person is though, they're not happy. They feel stuck. They feel like they can't feel as free to just be and accept like their imperfect perfection. You know, someone does not feel that, they feel like they're kept from accepting that about themselves. So when they look at you accepting it, it has the opposite effect. Like, this person is resistant to your influence too. So your spirit, that energy of confidence and pride and feeling, you know, that you are recognized before you even walk out of the door, so people do recognize you, like you just attract what you already are. That ability is something that is catchy. It's I mean, it's contagious. And so this person is resistant to that. They're resistant to that. So they feel as if when they're around you, they don't feel like uplifted because they're not open to that energy. They just feel like your light outshines them. Like they, you know, frail in comparison. They dim. They feel as if you dim their light. So someone is blaming you for their plight in life and the coldness that they feel and why things haven't worked out for them. Or they may even blame you for why you're not attracted to them. And this could be someone that you actually were close to before. So they don't take any accountability for why you're in separation. They don't take any accountability or just acceptance of the fact that everybody doesn't have to like everything that you do or everything that you choose or who you are. And it could be in the moment. It may have nothing to do with you. Separation and detachment is really a self-motivated thing, or at least it should be. It should come from what you need. And then you can give way to what others may need. If you need to detach, if you need to take a step back, yeah, you got people in heartache over this new version of you here with the world and the Three of Swords. It's like, oh, you're crashing their world, or you're burning their world down to the ground because of how you have separated or detached, or because of this. They're equating detachment to coldness, but people do. Whoever these people are, I'm going to tell you the truth, because the Ace of Wands is in reverse. They are draining. They are draining, and they won't let you live. So you feel dead around them. You feel like you lose the vitality that you had just so that they can feel equal to you. And that's a sacrifice that you don't feel like anybody else does for you, and that you don't need to do for other people either. So this could have taken you years to learn this lesson. So this one person or these few people, they're not going to change that for you. It's like you found a way out of this kind of crab in a bucket mentality that you grew up in, and you're getting out of it. So I don't think you give a fuck. But there's somebody here who is not taking any kind of accountability, and they don't have any acceptance for why anybody would need to take a break, or need to detach, or need to pull or pour into themselves. They're so self-focused. They're so selfish. They're so arrogant. They're so full of themselves that they cannot even allow you the ability to do the same. I'm going to leave it there. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. But yeah, it's still good shit coming out. 10 of Pentacles. People are seeing you. And this is especially like in relation to maybe like a partner, somebody. You could be married to them. We got the 10 of Pentacles and the Lovers. So it's family. It could be a friendship. But this is like longevity. People who intend to be in your life for the long haul. Good or bad, come and go. Whatever the case is. They are seeing you as solid, secure, somebody that they want to invest in even when they can't. They think about it. They want to. It's always their intention to. They just feel like you will never not be a part of their life. And they also feel like you're someone who is quick to run to their side. Like if they need help, if they need you, they feel like they can trust you, they can rely on you, or you just always kind of seem to be there. You just kind of seem to know. So someone really, they really value the connection that they have to you, because they feel like you can see things that they don't even tell you. Things that they don't even say to you. You seem to understand. You seem to know. You seem to feel them. And for that reason, they trust you. I would go so far as to say that they love you. They truly love you. They feel loyal to you, or they want to be loyal to you. And this could even be somebody who is changing. This is not, their loyalties were elsewhere. And they are walking away from past loyalties and feeling more of a loyalty to you. And maybe that for them is, the death energy. Like, my God, I never thought, these are people on the ground crying and wailing, falling out and pleading and judging and criticizing. And they're like, yeah, I know how it sounds, or how, you must, like, I get it. But I'm sorry, I'm just not with it. I'm with that. I'm here. I'm here with it. I'm there with it. Like, yeah. Okay. So I feel like a lot of people are seeing your individuality. For most people, it's not anything that they really did not expect to see with that crystal ball energy. Almost like they've seen it before. Okay, they kind of expected it, or they saw it on a smaller level, so they only expected to see more eventually. But then you have others who kind of are like, oh God. They don't want to see you coming. I just saw the star in reverse. They like, oh God. All right, last but not least, I said I was gonna get y'all okay, this one was too long. They're gonna have to be a little shorter than 30 minutes a piece, but we are gonna take our time. But see, that's why, Aries, the Emperor card, your energy came out. It's a lot to be said about you, and you are like taking the lead. Okay, maybe in your family, your community, you know, a friend group or something like that, but you're definitely taking the lead. So it's a whole lot of energy that's coming through for you. So maybe yours is just going to be one of those long ones. Okay. But let's get into your spirit, guys. What does spirit have to say about you? Okay. For Aries. Hey, chat. Hi there, Elias. Hope I'm saying your name right. You said they did it to themselves, unfortunately. Acceptance is the key. Whether you have to accept somebody else did you dirty or you have to accept that you did that shit to yourself. Either way, acceptance is the way forward. It's how you let it go and move the fuck on. Life continues. Carry on. Carry on. Alright. How is spirit feeling about Aries? Out of the darkness, the light is born. Period. I'm trying to tell you, I remember saying this in the beginning of the reading. There is something about the way the worst time periods in your life have shaped you. And honestly, on a spiritual level, a lot of this could be playing out for you metaphysically. Like it is playing out emotionally and mentally, but not really manifesting fully physically. And it's because of how deep you go into it mentally and emotionally. So there's a lot of issues that you never actually have to live out or play out in reality that you possibly could have. It could have been a part of your reality, but because you do so much work mentally and emotionally, that spiritual warfare, you fight the fine fight and you win the war, so that those fears, they don't even have to be a concern anymore. It ain't no way. They can't manifest. So you are blessed in a different way with how you handle your life or how you live your life. Like I feel like it's a lot that goes on, but not a lot that goes on. Maybe a lot that goes on that only you really know about, and you can express it or you can talk about it. But honestly, if you don't, no one would ever really know. And your spirit guides know, though. Your ancestors know. Whoever you're asking about spiritually, they know about this. In fact, it's probably part of who you are. Like I feel like this could be a family member. It's part of your lineage. They went through the same thing. There are other family members who are still here walking around with you that go through the same thing too. I feel though that there is a certain darkness that you went through that you maybe could not talk to others about, that has created or born a new version of you where you're able to handle things even better than those who go through the same thing. Like they may never even be able to have an honest conversation with you like, yeah, I go through that too, or this is what. You may not have that, but who you are is who you were meant to be. These are lotus flowers. So it is, you get your best level ups when you hit the ground. It's not just like you hit the ground and you got to crawl your whole way up. No, it's like you hit the ground. Okay, like the Matrix. When he hits down, he flies up. You don't just, it's not a just get up, you know, let me crawl again, then I'll walk, and then I'll run, and then I'll fly. No, you hit the ground and awaken and fly. It's like you get your wing. It's as if they were already waiting for you. The wardrobe changed, the life changed, the money changed, the confidence changed, the physical changes. It's all there for you. It was just waiting for you to touch down and pick it up. That's how your spirit guides intended for you to see things, so that you don't have to go through things for so long consistently. Okay, so you have a lot of dark time periods, it feels like. Okay, but they can happen like that. So you can hit the ground and get the clarity and change your wardrobe just like this. You know, change your mind, change your life just like this. Whatever process you're doing, you're going to continue that process, but your spirit guides want you to know that you've already been speeding it up, but they want it faster, quicker. We already know where it goes. We already know how this flows. Let's just speed it up. Let's speed it up. We're going to speed up the darkness, and we're going to enjoy, revel in, and stay in that zen and flow state through the light. Okay, like, yeah. Okay. Anything else from your spirit guides? for Aries. You're a hard worker. You're very diligent, but they don't want you to overwork yourself. When it's done, it's done. When you know, you know. We're not going back and forth. You know. The thing about you is even something there's a fear here. You have a fear that you think you know, but what if I don't know? And then you want to go back and forth and you want to go back around that. And there are certain areas where I feel like your spirit guides are like, do you understand that even if you were to be wrong, you would transcend that in a day, as opposed to going back and forth trying to figure it out for 3 days and then finally making a choice and then finding out that wasn't the right choice, and now you got to go through another 3 days. You could literally just trust yourself. You could trust your gut. You will not, this is Aries, you will not take this level up that you can trust your gut. You've lived enough life. You've lived enough life. You've had enough experience. Some of the people that were your teachers, you are now teaching them. People who were mastering skills that you didn't even know existed, you have outdone the master. There is somebody is not understanding. I don't know if you're not getting the physical recognition, the physical validation. I don't know if nobody's telling you, or you're not seeing a reflection of it. You don't have the money yet, but the confidence is first. The energy is first. And I told you, somebody's gonna get their ass whipped. They about ready to whip your ass, and it's on the gut. Would you fucking just trust your gut? Somebody is yelling this here. Trust your fucking gut. You got it. Look at the bigger picture. Someone wants you to see the bigger picture. You have Sagittarius in your family or in your community. Somebody is like, would you just, you know how to hit that mark. Just hit it. Would you do it already? All right. Yeah, who you are, your desires, and your actions. So you self-actualize, you manifest. Whatever it is that you desire, you manifest. The action part is where you're lacking, and it's because you allow too many people to get in the way. You allow too many people to get in your mind. But when you execute something, it is perfection. When you just trust what you know. Okay. You used to trust your heart, and those are the hardest lessons. You would trust your heart, and those are the hardest lessons. But I feel like you have spirit guides that want you to get back to that. Your execution, you can't miss now. You can't miss now, because something that was lacking was the strategy. The strategy. This is Sagittarius energy. It's the bow and arrow. Okay, so yes, move with your heart, but you also have to see clearly your target. You have to see your target. You have to see, so I'm thinking of hunting. You could be like a hunter, the huntress. These are energies or dynamics, titles that you may want to look at to get more information. But the way that you operate in life is you set your sights. And when you see something, you know that it's for you. Your heart will tell you that. But there are other things that a hunter and a huntress also have to be aware of. And that is other things that could be, okay, so I'm just getting this one analogy, but I don't know, in the wild and you were to see, I don't know, a bear. But what if it was a cub bear, and there's a bigger bear that's waiting on the side? So if you hit that and that bear sees you, it's going to come for you. You won't have time to get out alive. So there are certain things that you needed to learn. Yes, when you see a target, that's likely for you. And you can get there. You can do that. You can embody that. You can be that. But there are other things that you need to take into account. And that has to do with strategy, how you execute whatever it is that you know. So, yeah, trust your gut, but allow your mind to help you to execute it properly. Okay, and to use the right strategy. All right, y'all. That's Aries. That's Aries. I'm only going to do one more. We're going to be doing this all day. If they're gonna be long like this, like that. Okay, Taurus. All right, Taurus. How are they feeling? Aries, I'm still, I don't know who he touched. They were like, rock the fuck out of those drums still. That's what I'm hearing from whoever spirit it was that came through at the end of your reading. So maybe you already rocking it with something. They like, rock the fuck out of that shit. Okay. Taurus. Maybe Taurus, you got a crew in the back. Oh yeah, you do got a similar card coming out, the Labyrinth in reverse. So also you getting out of some mental bondage or some kind of confusion here. Yeah, we got guidance, illumination, and hope. You're turning the lights on here. Okay, Taurus. So people feel as if you are getting yourself out of some kind of stuck situation or some dynamic here, and you are turning the lights on in your life. And it's like a light that where you're not showing everybody everything, but you know, you can get a little peek. I'll let you see a little bit. Okay, you can get a taste, but no, I'm not illuminating everything. So people are seeing you as stealthy, mysterious, or like a mystic or something like that. Okay, yeah, people thought that you were like really into some shit, like some occult shit. People were scared here with necromancer. They were in fear of what you were tapping into, what you were connecting to. They felt like you could bring people back from the dead. I don't know if that's like a mediumship, okay, or something like that, or in physical life. They just kind of felt like you could bring anybody back, and maybe they still do, but if that is anything about you, they're not getting information about it and they're not looking for it anymore. So there is some light that you've turned on, which is like enough. It's settling their fears enough to where they're just accepting the reality. They're accepting maybe even the miracle. There's something that you do that is like miraculous, or it seems magical, and they don't really understand how you're doing it, how it happens, or anything. But the fact that you can, and the fact that you do, and that you'll show it when you want to, it's like it's enough for them. So you may have people who were really overthinking you, who are like getting themselves out of that space too. Maybe these are people, yeah, they were worried about you. Like a nymph, your transformations, you transform rapidly, and people kind of felt like they would get attached to a certain version of you, and they would think that they knew you, and this is who you are, and this is how you're going to be. And then they come try to run in and connect the next time, and it's like you're somebody totally different. So someone had created you, or you know, placed you as like their home. So you have people here who do not feel like they can connect with you, like you're not home anymore. So a lot of people who felt connected or attached to you now just kind of feel like they're roaming, they're seeking a home. Okay, so they do kind of feel like you're closed off, but still they desire to be around you. You could be closed off, you could be secretive. I feel like the people who were in fear about that, or who were stuck in some kind of illusion surrounding that, they're not in that illusion anymore. They just want more of you. They just crave more of you. Like people are losing their shit. This is Taurus. Okay, people are losing their shit. They want more. This light that you're giving, you're turning people into nymphs. Now, usually when I hear nymphs, it has to do with sexual energy. But in this context, I really feel like it is your sacral chakra. It's life force though. Your life force energy. It is magnetizing. It's hypnotizing. It's healing. Okay, they want more, and they know that you are going through these transformations. They know that things are changing within you. They even feel like your emotional complexity is elevating. Your awareness is elevating. This could even be happening on the outside too. That people are wanting to claw into your life. If you want to know how they feel like they're missing out, and they want to claw into your life. These are people who actually felt like they had to be your guardian or protector. Like they feel like as if they lost their job. The changes that you're going through, you are protecting yourself. Again, with this, you can get a taste. It's like I don't know if you were handing over your heart to people and saying, okay, give me a little bit, and then make sure everybody else gets a little bit too. And you must have just snatched it back and said, nah, I got this. But now everybody's just getting a taste and you getting the whole damn thing. Well, I mean, it's yours in the first place, so that's probably the way it's supposed to be. But yeah, you got people who they were dependent on that. So they like, oh, damn, like this is mama taking the titty back. Wait, mama, wait a minute. Mama, I'm not done yet. Why you think that titty by my mouth? Wait, mama. You taking that milk. You could be a male. It don't matter. It's just I have a nursing baby, so it's the only way I can explain that energy is how they feel. Yeah, see, even a potion. Feel like you have the magic potion here. You can get rid of pills and codependencies on other things. You got that good energy. You got that good energy, like the 10 of Cups type of energy, and it's sweet like honey is what I'm getting here. You really do fulfill people on an emotional level. Okay, still, people, you got people embracing witch and warlock. Like that usually invokes some kind of fear, and I think it did with you originally, but now they're like, I don't give a care if that is what they are. I got a witch. I want a witch. I want a warlock. Excuse me. So yeah, if you are this doesn't even have to be that you really have tapped into some new abilities, but you could just becoming aware of a lot of the things that are going on out here and a lot of the names that are being given to it. You know, maybe you don't even resonate so much with the names of things, but if it's something that you are capable of, you are literally doing it, and you got people thirsting and hungering here for what it is that you're capable of. So yeah, you're getting a lot of love out here in these streets, but it might be too hot for you to even like really deal with, because I'm telling you, they want to beat down your doors and you know, claw their way in to get in. They feel like they cannot get in. Somebody's trying to get in there. They can't get in. All right, and I don't think this is physically. I feel like this is people gang stalking you energetically. They is trying to get in. All right, Taurus, how are they feeling about Taurus? They also see you as a generous-hearted person. Because the lantern is a mobile light. Like I said, you're only giving a little bit, but this is like, come on guys, I'll get us through this. Come on, follow me. Like something is you have a lot of people seeing you as trustworthy. There's a childlike, like my voice changed. There's an innocence or a purity that you have to you that people really trust and cling to. Again, something that is not heavily seen in this world authentically. So the fact that you can like exercise that type of energy and it's like the real thing, yeah, you are grabbing up heartstrings without grabbing heartstrings. They're giving them to you. They're just giving it out. We got the 9 of Swords. Yeah, somebody's stressed the fuck out here. Oh my God, they feel like you are the bane of their existence. You are the reason for the stress that they're going through. This could be someone that was like really overthinking you originally. Now they could be moving out of that energy, but you had them like gripped mentally, like stressed the hell out trying to figure out what is the issue, you know. But they're letting go of those emotions now. Whoever this person is actually somebody that you could be communicating with or in communication with. This person just intends to kind of follow your light. They like what you're showing them, actually. This could be someone who may even be learning from you when it comes to other connections that they have. The Knight of Pentacles is known to be someone trustworthy. Now, I feel like what I'm about to tell you about this person, this is how they feel about you. But this is why they're moving like this with you, because this is who they see in you. Trustworthy, loyal. You'll take your time. You do shit when you want to. But you're honest. You're true. Like somebody would rather wait. This is like you want to wait on J. Alexander's Maui ribeye steak, or would you like to wait the same amount of time for Arby's steak bites? You know what I'm saying? So they're like, you're worth it. Like, you are worth the wait. You're worth the wait. You're the real thing. Okay, that's how someone feels about you. That's someone in particular too. Could be a family member or a friend. Family member or friend. How are they feeling? Oh my God, you're taking out egos here now. Someone is really afraid though, because, and they could still be in fear. Someone feels like you used some kind of darkness, or you conjured up. Someone really thinks you're a witch or a warlock, and they feel that you strategically destabilized and ended their connection. But in relation to that connection, it's like their whole life, you tore it all down, you ended it, a situation or relationship, like you finalized an ending, and you did it in a way that they can't pin it on you, they can't blame you for it, but they feel as if you are the cause of it. You literally put the 10th sword in it, you put the final nail in the coffin. They're blaming you for something here. The fear has subsided though, but the truth, what they think, is still there. They still feel like, I don't know how you did it, but it's your fault. You did this. Okay, so there's blame, but it's not. This may be somebody that still connects with you. It's not stagnating your connection. It's not stopping anything, and it really has to do with you. Like, you seem to be very pleased with who you are. Excuse me. You seem to be, okay, see, that's another thing too. You are like scary solid. There are some things with you that are unwavering and they do not change. So you go through a lot of transformations, but there is some core about you that does not change. And that is what people didn't even realize that they were holding on to, but that's what they're holding on to. It's that internal truth. So there are a lot of other things that could be new. It just popped up. That wasn't how it used to be. And that kind of scares them. That they feel like those things they don't know how flighty or how permanent they are, but they could feel like that is what has destabilized or transformed their whole life, and they kind of blame you. But the core of you is of such value that they still cling to you. They still desire you in their life. They still want some kind of relationship or connection with you. You're not somebody that they want to let go of. You're also shifting perspectives too. For some of you specifically, when it comes to like sexuality or how you embrace sexuality or what sexuality actually is, maybe like sacral energy, not necessarily sexuality, but sacral energy, where our creativity, our passion, our life force, that energy, what it's used for, how it persuades, how it attaches, you are liberating or educating, or something about your lifestyle, something about the way that you move, or what you do or what you don't do, what you show, what you don't show, the transformations that you've been going through in your life is giving someone clarity, or maybe even they're experiencing like a epiphany, a revelation, a spiritual awakening. Okay, in relation to certain things like this, it's a spiritual experience. We have the high priestess. So someone someone definitely who felt as if at first they needed to protect you now feels that you may actually be the protector, like the protectee. You are protecting them. You have been protecting them. Like you've been protecting them from influences, good or bad. They feel as if you have this ability to tame or to awaken people to the energy that they're operating under, the energy that they are fully being dominated by. Like you open eyes. Okay, so someone is just seeing like I don't know, they're seeing power. the Hangman is the Taurus card. But you are, the transformations that you've went through, it was not just for you. Like, you are transforming other people too. You're liberating other people too. You're even liberating and transforming people who may not even be sure that they want to be connected with you. In fact, they could be a little fearful still. They don't know if you're good or bad for them, honestly. It says secrets yet to be revealed. So maybe you are showing a little bit, but you're not showing enough. So they really don't know for sure how they feel, you know, about you in totality. But also simultaneously feeling like they need you. Yeah, Queen of Swords, lots of clarity and truth about how they're seeing you and their desire for you and how you actually fulfill something. There's a, okay, you're in a powerful energy right now, or people are feeling you're in a powerful energy right now, and there will be no ending to it. So there's a lot of clarity too about some transformation in particular that you went through. We have the Hermit energy, so it's some time period you spent on your own, and they feel like whatever that clarity was that you were seeking, whatever that transformation was that you were seeking or going through, man, you got it. And they're seeing it, and they don't feel like there will be an ending to that. So you are shedding a light even in the darkness. Like, I feel like what you're really showing is very little, but your energy, actually, your energy is speaking louder than you. Your absence, your silence is giving more information. It is louder than when you actually do speak. And you could be someone who does speak. You may talk a lot, actually, but it's your silence and it's your action. I feel like your actions speak louder than your words. Your mood, your energy, just the way that you operate, it really does give a whole lot more clarity than any words could say. Sometimes words get in the way. Words get in the way. That's why I'm saying you have people who maybe if you had communicated certain things to them, they like Eight of Wands. Okay, so if you would have spoken certain things to certain people, things probably would have moved forward a lot quicker. But it would have been unstable. It would have been unstable. But there are certain things where you didn't have to say a thing and you won. Like, you know, it happened almost suddenly. All right. Let's see. What's going on in love and relationships? Because I'm getting a this is the Romance Angel Oracle that Spirit told me to use. Oh, this must be your spirit. Yeah. What does Spirit have to say about you? Or how does Spirit feel about you? Okay, let's clear this out then. Alright, so for Taurus, how is Spirit feeling about you? New love. There's a new love that you have stirred up within your heart. The love that you feel is different. The love that you feel has calibrated, or it has like harmonized, it's integrated now. Some way that you were feeling love or seeing love is bigger, it's more, it's expanded. And someone is seeing that you have taken this expansion or this level up like very well. Maybe this was new information to you. The possibilities of what love could be, what love looks like. You have expressed your love in reverse. Okay, there's certain dynamics here where you don't need to express your love for someone. Actually, it's their time to express their love for you. So Spirit feels as if, yeah, romantic feelings. Spirit feels as if whatever you're prioritizing right now, that's exactly where you should be. That's exactly what you should be prioritizing. The love is going to come for you. It's going to pursue you. And you could be male or female. But I feel like it's what you've given out. So you may have given out a lot of emotional clarity. Okay, you've given out a lot of emotional clarity. You've given of yourself a lot emotionally. you are actually experiencing like a reckoning. That love that you have given out, it is now time for it to come back into your life. Okay, so if you feel that way, like you're kind of being, you don't really feel as in your feelings as you typically do, it's because the people that you're around or the connections that you're focused on, they actually owe you. Like it'll come natural to you. Yeah, look, heart to heart conversations. It's not that you're not giving love to anybody specifically, or that you're just off the, you're off the, what I want to say, like you're off, like you don't have to give love anymore, something like that. Like that's not the case, but there are certain situations here where the love is coming towards you, because there are other situations where if the love came towards you, you would actually be more guarded to it. So you see how that person is coming toward them, but really this is somebody that you want to dominate how that emotional interaction goes. So there, you'll know when it's for you to facilitate or to initiate, and you'll also know when it's for you to just receive, to kind of fall back and allow it to be. So your spirit guides are really, staying optimistic about your love life. They like your commitment to loving. They love that part of, like, a major focus of your life has to do with love, like your love life. Whether this is romantic love or it has to do with, I think it's romantic love, engagement, wedding, what is this, past life relationship, soul connections. When you have a soul connection with somebody, you take it very seriously, and it can become a major highlight of your life. Okay, but also family love as well, because we have forgiving and learning. Your heart is key. You've been focusing a lot on your heart and maybe healing, and you are getting a lot of recognition spiritually and a lot of backing, a lot of security, and a lot of support for this emotional healing that you are going through, and that you are facilitating for some that are connected to you. What does spirit want you to know, Taurus, or how do they feel? How does spirit feel about Taurus? I also feel for some of you, this is a new love that's on the horizon here with heart-to-heart conversations. This person could come excuse me. This person, throat chakra clearing. This person could come towards you initially, or they have, and you rejected them. But they're coming back. Excuse me. But they're coming back, or vice versa. You will feel, excuse me, who you are, your desires, and your actions. This came out in the last reading. Something about Aries could be significant for your reading. The first house, because it's attacking my throat chakra. Like, it doesn't want it to come out. But I think this is you. You've been blocking who you are, and you've been blocking what your true desires are. So you have been blocking the action. Like, you haven't been taking the action. So you know who you are, you know who you want to be, you know what your desires are, and you even know the action to take to create it. But you have been blocking that out in your life. So you haven't been self-actualizing, which is why if this is a heart-to-heart conversation that you wanted with someone, they weren't self-actualizing either. So you guys, you might as well say you were waiting on each other. Mars energy, the drive, the confronting of, and action again. So a lot of this has to do with motivation. So something about something that you want to do, or a connection that you want to heal, you needed the motivation, you needed the drive, and the drive needed to come from the other side. So I feel like that could be happening, but that could also end up as a confrontation where you're having to face yourself and face your true feelings, and that could be something that you're working through too. But spirit is seeing your action. So even if you haven't committed fully, or you haven't made it through all of this, they see you doing the work. Okay, so you're being recognized for trying to work through things, even if you haven't fully gotten there yet. Your progression, that's what's being seen, is that you are taking action, and your actions are they're helping you to self-actualize as the person you really want to be. How does spirit feel for Taurus? And this is the last one I'm going to do in this reading. So I'll be back, you guys, and we'll get started with Gemini. How does spirit feel for Taurus? Yeah, there is somebody here that you have not really shown them just how you feel about them, but I also feel that they're not giving you the motivation for it. So maybe that's also for you. They feel as if you should not be carrying the burden emotionally for that. You should not be feeling any type of way for that. You should not feel guilty about that, because the energy, the momentum is something that someone is wanting from you, and it's a choice. You could give it or you don't have to, but that person needs to be giving. They need to be in the right energy to receive it from you. So they carry a burden too. It's not just you, it's them. It's something, is a collaborative effort, and the energy that you're receiving from someone, it does not motivate you to give or do or express whatever it is that they want from you. Okay, so yeah, somebody's not getting something because they ain't putting the work in, and that's okay. Yeah, we have the star of Venus. Your spirit guides are seeing you as maybe like a ruler of the heart chakra, or you definitely, you know how to love, so you need to trust yourself in how it is that you are choosing to love, or who you're choosing to give your love to. This could be a transformation that you're going through, like a spiritual transformation, with your third eye being awakened here in your heart chakra as well, with the star of Venus. So as you keep down this path, maybe this could be new for you. You weren't really listening to your heart before, and you were more so focused on, you know, what your mind, you were trying to work through certain things mentally or intellectually to understand things. Okay, but I feel as if your heart is now open, and it's time for you to hear the full truth. Okay, so your wise mind, you're going through a transformation, and you have support, you have guidance, and this is going to help you to initiate certain conversations and certain movements in your love life. That things that have not been moving, you will now feel free to express, so that it can get moving. And it starts with you being able to hear your truth. You got to be able to hear what's really going on in the inside. You got to hear your subconscious. You got to hear the pain. You got to hear the healing. You know, you have to hear what you, where you are currently. So that you may have some old beliefs or old thoughts or old fears that were still there, but now that your heart is opening up, and a lot of that doubt and guilt and fear and worry, a lot of that is clearing out, and now you're able to just hear the voice of, for some of you, this is your spirit guide, or this is your guide that, like, you need to hear me one-on-one. And I feel as if you are getting to that point, even with the heart-to-heart conversations. For some of you, I said, when I say spirit, it could be somebody who's actually alive. Okay, they're like walking around, but this is what they're feeling about you, is that this heart-to-heart conversation will come when you hear your complete and total truth. It's like something that needs to go on with you before this can happen or manifest physically. Okay, so I'm going to leave the reading here, you guys. That's the live so far. And we only did Aries and Taurus. So, yeah, hopefully we're going to have to speed it up, because we only got a couple more days left in this month for this end of the year feelings, okay? Because period. But anyway, I will see you in the next live. Bye.